Hello, hello. Hi there. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Vita Restore fam. Welcome to our live. This is our first live of the new year, so happy new year. We are super excited to do our weekly lives. This week, we're even more excited because this is a celebratory, like, congratulations, welcome to our members that are doing our 30-day group cleanse with us. We are super pumped. We are all doing this together. And doesn't it make it so much better when you're on to our live so we can discuss little tips and tricks that we have for you for our 30-day group cleanse? And we are super pumped for everyone who joined our 30-day group cleanse because it is so much better when you do it with the partners. So, Emily, hello. Can you hear me? Are you?
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can't see you this
Oh,
time, but that's okay. I can hear you, so it's all good. Happy New Year, Emily.
Happy
This
New
is our
Year.
first live, I think, since the new
Yes, it
year.
is for 2024.
Yay! And then congratulations to everyone who's joined us for our 30-day cleanse. We are super pumped for you to do this cleanse with us. Emily and I are doing the cleanse right alongside you, so that is super exciting. Emily, are you ready for this 30-day cleanse?
I'm ready, and I got my Vita Detox right here. My other two are sitting over there, and I'm all prepped and ready. One of our prep tips was to get prepared yesterday, and I love those little supplement sorters, so I got everything all planned out for the week, and I'm ready to
I
go.
love it. And I love everything you've been sharing in the group this whole last week about prepping. You've even got me doing some things because I wasn't actually going to use like the little pill organizer,
Oh,
and I
love
am
to.
using that. So you're right. It just makes it so much easier. You don't have to
hmm
think about it. So I love that. I'm
hmm
super excited for that. So welcome. So this live is actually going to go out to more than just our Facebook group. If you are in our Facebook group, welcome. You are the one that's getting all of the information, all the little tidbits, all the prep week stuff. You're going to have the platform where you can share with us any feedback that you have, any questions, all of that good stuff. So if you're in the Facebook group, we're super happy that you're in here. Make use of that because that's what Emily and I are going to be in there almost every single day. And we're going to have tips, tricks, insights, encouragement, all of that good
hmm
stuff. So if you're in the group, we really encourage you to get active. We're going to drop a post, I think later today to just intro yourself. And so we'd love to hear, a little bit more about you and why you've decided to do a parasite cleanse. But on this live, we want to congratulate you for taking that step. You're smart enough to know the value of not only just a cleanse, but a parasite cleanse at that. So
hmm
congratulations on taking a key first step. And then the second step, which is joining the Facebook group. If you're catching this on Instagram, it's not too late to join the Facebook group. We are literally kicking off today. So you're not late, you're not behind. All the prep week stuff is on the group. It's a free group. There's no price of admission. You just have to, get onto our Facebook group and you can either DM us here on Instagram, or you can just drop a comment on this live and then our team will send you over the link. So it's not too late. I know I had a couple people reach out and they were like, is it too late to join? No, no, it's
Same.
never too
Yeah, and I
late.
had some people purchase their kit over the weekend. And so if you don't have it yet, even though, today's January 8th, it's our kickoff day, that's okay. You'll get it the 10th. Maybe you order it later this week, you have it next week. Just start as soon as you get it, but hop in the group now so that you can start prepping, knowing that your kit's on the way. So, it's okay if you didn't start officially today. You can start today by joining the group and starting with your prep so that you're ready for when the kit does arrive.
Absolutely. And I also want to extend an invitation to those of you who are on the fence. If you're like, I don't know about a parasite cleanse. I can do a cleanse, but I don't know about the parasite cleanse. Listen, we understand, okay? I was there once upon a time too. I'm sure you were, Emily, too, where you were just like, a parasite cleanse, is that really something I need? Maybe you're on the fence about it. So even if you're on the fence, join the group. It's super helpful. We actually had someone reach out not too long ago through DM that was saying, like, with all the, that they wanted to make health a priority, but with all of the information out there, they weren't sure like where to start or what to do. And I think that's part, like, the scariest part of any kind of health journey is that there's just so much misinformation and just even some good information out there, but some of it, like, it contradicts each other.
hmm
Like, some information is like, eat nothing but meat, do the
Yeah.
carnivore diet. You got the other
Be
one over here
vegan.
that's like, yes, be vegan or else nothing. You can't
Yeah.
do anything else. And so it's like there's so much information out there. Some people say intermittent fasting is good. Some people say it's bad. Some people say, start your meal with, like, carbs. Some people say start your meal with protein. Like, There is literally so much information out there and so much noise that if you're just out there and consuming all the information from everywhere, it's going to be confusing and overwhelming, you know?
Mhm.
So that's what part of our mission is with starting the Facebook group is it's not only to support those of you who have purchased the cleanse, it's even those of you that are like, man, I want to make health a priority, but I just don't know where to
Mhm.
start and I don't know, where to begin and I don't know what information to listen to. Come join our group. We are not one of those groups that tells you have to do it this way or no way. We work with you. It's not medical advice, it's education only, but it is helpful. You can still continue. If you are a vegan, you can do it.
Mhm.
If you are a carnivore, you can do it. If you like to intermittent fast, you can do it. If you don't like intermittent fasting, you can do it. And for those
Exactly.
of you that like to enjoy your wine every now and then or every day, whatever, you can still do it. There are ways to be healthy that can go along with your lifestyle, not make you have to completely change your lifestyle.
Mhm.
Right, Emily?
Yeah, and if getting healthier is your goal for 2024, this is such a good spot to start because, like you said, you don't have to do some drastic diet change or fasting or anything like that. You literally just get the kit, and it's three different supplements that you take. This is the Vita Detox one in a 30-day span. Now, would it be great if you could also increase your water intake and your movement? And yes, of course, but you're doing step one, which it is a great move to do that and help really get those parasites out of the system. And then you'll be feeling better because parasites can cause fatigue, they can cause brain fog, they can cause gut issues. So if you can just get that out of the way first, then you can continue building on those new healthy habits as you keep carrying on into 2024.
Absolutely. So spot on. That is very important. And that's why we love the group too, because it doesn't overwhelm you. We are
Hmm.
going to encourage you to do some of those other healthy lifestyle changes
If
as
you
well,
can
but we're
drink
going to
water
do
every
it.
day, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
there you go. I mean,
Pretty
yes,
please.
drinking the water, that's important. Like a little bit of movement, whatever that
Hmm.
is. If you're the kind of person that likes, weight training and you like to
Hmm.
lift weights, that's awesome. If you're more of a walker, you want to just go get some steps outside or on a treadmill or whatever, that's awesome too. So we're there in the group to encourage you to do the things that are important for all of us, but the way that you decide to do it, that's up to you. You can make it your own. So that's why the
Hmm.
group is important and we hope everyone can join in on that. So for those of you that are already in the group and those that are checking this out on the group, like we said, congratulations on taking a key first step. We hope you've enjoyed prep week, and those things will help you and they built the foundation so that you can continue. If today is literally your first day in the group, don't worry, just go look back at what we posted for
Yeah.
prep week because we're giving you Emily's posted so much about all of the helpful tips and tricks, like what we were just talking about, getting the water in, the steps in, all of that, but in a way that's like baby steps and easy to implement. So
Hmm.
that's all still on the group. So definitely check that out. That's from last week. Um, a few key things of the group. Okay. First of all, it's a private group. So you don't have to worry about other people seeing this. It's
You
only group
don't
members
need
and
to know your
everyone.
parasite business.
True. I mean, I just had someone reach out this morning and they were like, is my family and my other Facebook friends going to see this? I'm not ready to take it there yet. Don't worry. Okay. That it's not for them. Okay. Unless they join the group, which that's cool too. If you
You
have
should have
another
them
family
join.
member. Yeah, exactly. Because it's always
Especially your
better
spouse.
to do it. Yes. With
They
a
should be doing
partner
it
or
with your
somebody.
spouse.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's totally fine if you invite someone in the group, but if you haven't invited them, they're not going to be able to see what you're posting in there. So we definitely want you to know it's private, but also we would love for you to share in there with our private members because you would be surprised how many times you might have a question or you might be going through something where you're just like, if you don't share it, you never know like how many other people are going through it. And it always feels better knowing like, oh, this is not just a me thing. This is just normal.
Hmm.
This is what happens to everybody. So that's why you join the group. Take advantage of that benefit. Did you have anything else to share about that part, Emily?
No, I would just love for people to share the group, with people that they want to do. I know a couple people that are doing this cleanse together, kind of like as, a group of girlfriends or, spouses are doing it. So if you're in it alone right now, you have the support of all of us, but definitely, try and think of like a buddy or, if, like I said, if you have a spouse, especially, someone that you live with, because you can actually pass parasites to one another. So if you can both cleanse, then you're both going to have better results. But, if your spouse doesn't want to do it yet, or, you don't have a buddy doing it with you, then we're all in there to support you.
Absolutely. So true. And we also want to make a note of this, like managing expectations. I know a lot of times when people come into a parasite cleanse, they might be expecting to see something crazy in the toilet, like right off the bat. And let me just tell you, for me personally, I know it took like I can't even tell you how many. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 cleanses that I did before I actually saw a parasite.
Hmm.
But there are a number of other things that you're going to notice maybe before you notice the parasites. So Emily posted last week during prep week a habit tracker, and I think that is it the habit tracker, Emily, that has like the things you might notice, like the symptoms you might notice.
Yeah, so it's two things. So we have one post that we put in there is the symptom, the pre and post parasite cleanse. So you can see, where am I today, January 8th, or the day that you get your kit and you start the cleanse? How is my sleep quality? How is my energy? How is my gut? Am I having a bowel movement every day? How much water, just kind of see, take a snapshot of where you're at right now. Do I have anxiety? Do I have depression? All the things that can be related to parasites. And then we're going to do that again at the end of the 30 days and see. So then you can go back and compare, like, oh, my sleep was a 6. Now it's an 8. That's fantastic. My anxiety was a 10. Now it's a 8, whatever that it's at. And then the other thing we have in there to help throughout every day of the 30 days is the habit tracker. So you can either download it from the group and just do it digitally. So it's like a fillable PDF. So you can just click it each day, tracking, your water, your sleep, your movement, just everything we talked about in prep week. And then that you can do every day just to really help solidify your habits, or you could print it and write on it, which I think is, there's some studies that show if you're actually writing it, then it's kind of locked in more. We encourage our clients in weight loss to actually do their handwritten food journal versus our app, So you
Yep.
can print it or do it on your computer. And then, like I said, at the end of the 30 days, we'll go back to our symptom tracker and see, where were you and where are you now? Because like Sarah said, you probably won't see parasites. That is not the goalpost of this. The goalpost is to feel better.
Yep.
And that might be that your sleep goes from a 6 to an 8. To me, that's a huge win, right? So if
Yep.
that's the only thing that happens, and then, you're probably going to want to do another parasite cleanse down the road because they lay eggs, etc. We'll go deeper into that later. But most of them are microscopic eggs, and it's called biofilm. There's other stuff that's going to be released from the cleanse that you probably won't see, and especially won't see it if you're not really looking for it, So don't be too freaked out on that aspect. Really focus it on the symptoms and how much improvement that you're going to see from doing this.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will say that for me, one of the first things I noticed when I was first doing my parasite cleanse, it was actually my skin that I noticed the biggest improvement on
Hmm.
right off the bat, and that made me think like, well, hold on, if my skin looks this much better, then I didn't have a group like this. Like I would have loved this, and this is why Emily and I created this, but I didn't have a habit tracker. I didn't have any kind of symptom checker, anything like that. So like this was literally just me one day looking in the mirror and thinking, wow, my
Yeah.
skin has cleared up and looks better. And then I was like, what else feels better? So I did my own self evaluation. And so it was the skin and the energy. I noticed I had a lot more energy. I wasn't having that like 2:30, 3 o'clock slump in the middle of my day. Like I
Hmm.
was able to work through my day and not have like not crave sugar come 2, 3 o'clock. So I think those are two of the main things that I noticed when I started doing cleansing right off the bat. So there
Hmm.
are tons of benefits for those of you that are not aware. I already talked about the skin issue. You will notice once you've done the cleanse and it's doing what it's doing and it's doing the magic that it does.
Hmm.
You'll start to notice like you might start to notice that your skin looks better. You might start to notice your hair looks a little bit shinier, more healthy. You might notice improved digestive health, like maybe you weren't having a regular bowel movement every day and then now you do. Or let's say you were having regular bowel movements, but maybe they were painful. Maybe you had some cramping, something like that. And you notice, wait a minute, I don't have those cramps anymore. That's awesome. I already said the increase energy levels. There's also like you might see that you don't have as much brain fog or you have better mental clarity. That's a
Hmm.
huge one. That's the reason I'm joining the cleanse. That's my why, which I'll share in the Facebook group a little later on the post. But my why for why I'm doing it this round is mental clarity. So my skin is in good shape. My digestive health is in good shape. But first of all, it's been that 6 month mark. So it's time for me to do my cleanse. But
Hmm.
also I have noticed I'm having a little bit more brain fog than normal. And so I want to get back to my mental clarity. So that's one of my big whys. And I'm sure Emily can share hers. But you're going to notice maybe some improved liver functions, like you're metabolizing things a little bit better. That comes later on down the road from the cleanse. You might notice some weight loss or less
Yep.
cravings, maybe not right off the bat, but with time, a lot of times when you start to do these cleanse, you'll notice that the parasites are what cause you to feel like
Hmm.
hungry or have a sugar craving or crave carbs. And so with time, you might notice, wait a minute, I'm not craving my carbs today, or I'm not craving anything sugary, or maybe you're not craving caffeine. Cause I know for me,
Hmm.
like what I said about
Hmm.
around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I would crave either sugar or caffeine. And usually when I
Yes.
do a parasite cleanse, that craving just goes away. I don't have it anymore. So that's a cool thing to notice too.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Any other ones oh, your immune system. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people when they start doing parasite cleanse, even though we have that period where you might feel a little bit worse before you start to get better. And we'll talk more about that in the group on
Hmm.
like later on this week, where you might start feeling a little bit of like the purge of the parasite cleanse. But usually afterwards, a lot of people have marked improved like immunity, like they don't feel like they get sick as often, or maybe if they constantly have sinus problems or whatever, they notice, oh, wait a minute, I can breathe a little bit more, deeply and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So I mean, I've just named just a few, but there are so many things that can happen once you start doing the parasite cleanse. So many good benefits that come from the cleanse. Are there any that really speak out to you, Emily?
For me, doing it years and years ago, going, oh my gosh, I had parasites. It was more of a curiosity, like what will happen here, you know? But definitely improved gut. I have a very strong immune system. I knock on wood, almost never get sick. And I really think it's due to that, plus all the rest of my, healthy habits. And then this round, I'm doing it again because it's time. I like to do it 2 to 4 times a year. But funny enough, I was at my naturopath last week and some of my results had come back and my candida was really high. And he goes, okay, I want you on wormwood and black walnut and did it. And I said, let me just take you to a website. So we were looking at the Get Vita Restore and I said, how about this? And he goes, that's excellent. So something people might not know is that the Parasite Cleanse, the ingredients are actually very complementary to candida. So if
Yeah.
you are dealing with high candida, then you're getting two birds with one stone doing the
Yeah.
cleanse. So I just thought that was too funny. And he's like, oh, this is
I
perfect. I
love
said, yes.
that. I love that. Get him to get us an endorsement online. But
Yes.
I love that point too, Emily, because I had someone reach out not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, and she is dealing with Lyme. And so she was sharing with me
Hmm.
that a lot of our
Yep.
ingredients are the exact ingredients her naturopath gave to her
Hmm.
to help to combat some of those symptoms from her Lyme disease. And she was just so happy that it's all in one pill or
Yeah.
a couple pills. It's all
Hmm.
within our kit,
Yes.
so she didn't have to go and source these ingredients. And just so everyone knows, that's the reason we put the ingredients that we did put into our formula, is because Emily and I were having to hunt down different companies that had the ingredients that we needed. And so we were just getting tired of that. And we're like, why don't we
Yeah.
just do something our own, ourselves, that has everything all in one, a lot easier, a lot more efficient. You don't forget to take a pill.
Yeah.
So that's the reason that Vita Restore, the Parasite Cleanse Kit, was birthed out of that. So I love
Hmm.
that it's helping with the candida. It helps with heavy metal detox when people have like a lot of heavy
Hmm.
metals, the binders and stuff like that are in the cleanse. They can help with that. They help with some of the supplements that help alleviate autoimmune diseases like Lyme disease and stuff. So I'm happy to hear that this is going to help you
Yeah.
with your candida, and that's your
Yes.
why. So wonderful. Okay. And then the last couple of tidbits, and then we'll let you guys go so you can get on with your life. But for those of you that are in the Facebook group, just know that, progress check and sharing your experience is awesome. Also, give us any feedback here inside the Facebook group. If you are experiencing any symptoms that you're like, wait a minute, is this like normal? Or do I need to contact my doctor, anything like that? Let us know in the Facebook group, because a lot of times when you share this feedback, it's something that we've already experienced from years of doing the cleanse, and or it's something that we already have some literature on, maybe on our site, that you weren't aware of or whatever. So we're happy to drop that in the group. We're here to support you. That's the best part of those of you that are joining us on this group cleanse, is that we're doing it right alongside you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to feel
Doing it
alone
right
in this
now.
process. Yep, that's right.
Got it right
So
here.
drop us, yes, I love it. So drop us your questions, any information you have, any symptoms you're having, any concerns, or if you're like, does it matter if I'm eating this or that or the other? Any question. It doesn't. No question is too small for this. Like, a lot of people are doing it for the first time ever, so don't feel like your question is not smart or anything like that. It's a new experience, so we want to hear what you have to say about it. Okay. Um, the Q&A. So if you, each week we're going to be doing a post in there asking about your progress, all of that stuff. If, let's say, you're not the kind of person that wants to come on a live or whatever, if you just want to DM us or comment on those questions with any questions that you have, you can drop it there and we'll make sure to address it in a live or on the page. So
Mm-hmm.
we definitely have that. And then also, don't forget, talk to each other. Okay. When somebody posts on there and if they're experiencing an issue and you're like, oh, I'm experiencing the same thing, let them know. That's the best part of community, is that it's not just only Emily and I that are in there, but other members of the group. If you have anything, if you see that they're sharing anything and you want to, chime in, go ahead and chime in, even if you don't know them. We're all going through this process together. Any other community building tips that you might have, Emily? I know you've probably dealt with this a lot with your weight loss clinic, and how the benefits of having
Mm-hmm.
a community to support you.
Yeah, I think the best one is just to be engaged in there. So share your wins, share your questions, anything like that. The more you can participate, the more you'll get out of it. But especially, share your wins too. If you start sleeping better, if you start to notice, like Sarah said, when her skin was clearing up, that just encourages other people. So, hop on over in the group, join us. We would love to see you there, help support you, and kick off this year right.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, then we will wrap it up. So those of you that are joining us on Instagram, if you're not in the Facebook group, we highly recommend it. Join it, whether you have the kit or not. You're gonna get some benefit out of this, especially if health is a priority, because health is wealth. So if health is a priority in 2024, join us. Most people, we've already talked about this, how New Year's resolutions don't last, right? Most people come this Friday, drop their New Year's
Mhm.
resolution. So if health is a top priority for you and you're committed to that goal, join us in the group. We'll help keep you accountable. We have all kinds of tips and tricks in there. So definitely hit us up, DM us, or drop a comment to this video, and we'll be happy to send you the link to join our Facebook group. And for those of you in the Facebook group, be on the lookout for our posts. Come check in just at least once every day. It helps. Trust me. It helps you to fortify your goals so that you can have success on this program. So we look forward to continuing this journey with you. And don't forget our post later today that's going to ask you your why. Let us know your why, because on days that you feel like motivation is depleted, that why is going to help you stay on track. So we can't wait to hear more from you and continue to connect. Thanks, Emily. We will see you inside the
Thank
Facebook group. All
you. Bye.
right. Bye. Bye, everyone.